Today on Trash Panda Off-Road, we're going to take a look at my Smittybuilt winch and see if we can figure out why it's not working anymore. Since we're going to be messing around with this thing anyway, hopefully we'll get it to fire up, and then we'll figure out a different way to attach this controller. And from the very beginning, if you guys follow me on Instagram, these things have come out. I don't know anybody who runs one of these XR winches that doesn't have an issue with this thing falling out. And this could very well be the issue. If you saw the video I did about Labor Day weekend, is it 2 Bad Days at Brown's Camp, I think is what it's titled, this thing stopped working. Hopefully there's a fuse or something in here maybe. I got a copy of instructions off of the Smittybuilt website. So first thing we'll just do, we'll go ahead and get in here. It looks like those are Allens maybe, and pull this thing off and check all our connections, and we'll see what happens after that. All the little bolts out. It turns out they are a, let's see what this thing says. Oh, it doesn't have a label on it. Well, it's the smallest one in the case that says 3mm to 10mm, so I'm going to guess it's 3mm. Oh yeah, there it is right there, 3mm. Okay, 3mm Allen takes all those out of there, and hopefully there's a fuse or something. It's dirty and nasty, and it doesn't look all corroded. That. I was hoping, they say that the newer ones have an automotive, regular like 2-bladed fuse. This one doesn't look like it. See if I can get this thing undone here with one hand. No. Alright. There we go. And there is a fuse in there. And it's corroded and nasty looking. And it looks like it doesn't go all the way across. Hey, this could be our problem. I don't think I have any fuses like this. Trip to the hardware store and see if they got this, and hope this is the problem. I don't know if I've ever shown this in any of the videos, but I have this whole thing set up. Under here there's a bus bar. It's got the lights, the fan, some other stuff in here, but it's all just on a simple wing nut. So that disconnects the bus bar, that disconnects the winch, and that disconnects the actual car. So easy peasy. Buzzed on down to local Ace Hardware, picked up a couple small fuses. Hopefully this is the problem. And this one goes in here. Oh. I know you guys got a bad visual because I'm using 2 hands. Here, let's see. Hold on. There we go. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. Let's put all the connections back onto the positive battery. That's the car. That's the winch. That's the bus bar. And tight, and put our cable back in there. Cable's in. Everything's set up. Cross your fingers. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Okay, one problem solved. Now the next problem, this thing. This problem that everybody I know who has a smittybuilt winch has. How to get this to stay into here. And I think I'm just going to try to see, now that I'm back from Ace Hardware, if I have some bolts and maybe a big washer or something to put on the back side. Let me go take a look in the shop and see what kind of parts I got. Here it is. This is what we went with. Got a couple of larger, what are they, machine screws, and a washer. I opened up the washer to go around the connection for the winch, and then I cut some slits in it so that the screws would fit through it, and then I just tightened it down. They did not recess like the original factory screws, so I had to cut this little rubber piece a little bit, but it stays pretty good. So as that it'll go in flush, because these things aren't really supposed to be waterproof, so try to keep the corrosion and stuff out of there. Should spray some WD-40 in there. But then it opens up just like so, closes down just like so. In theory, that should eliminate the problem that occurs with this thing always breaking out because the screws are so small. I did have to widen out these holes a little bit in order to get those machine bolts in there. So now we'll go ahead and put everything back together like so, put the bolts in. I was going to try to build like a rack or something to get this thing to set up here like so, like that maybe, but now I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna wedge it back in there and run some more zip ties around it. It held for over a year, so that's the new plan. Alright guys, thanks for watching that. Not sure if it's going to help anybody with anything or not, but it's a project that had to get done, so I figured I'd film it for the channel. Luckily, it was just a fuse and nothing major, because I got to spend money now to repair this major issue. Gonna go with a synthetic line if I got to buy a new line. Then I'll have to get a new fair lead. I think that's it. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're into geo-tracker content, and follow me, Trash Panda Off-Road, on the Instagram, because there's content on there pretty much every day.